guys, thanks for watching and welcome to episode 13 of Raising Junior. So in this episode we'll be talking about the trunk. We'll be using the new trunk that came with the car. It's something that I would have liked to avoid, as the original trunk fit really nicely around the edges here, and even as the height in line with the panel. However, it was too gone to use, so it was easier to use the new trunk. Now, a common misconception is you just use a new panel, pull it in place, and it's going to work. However, as you see in this episode, we had to work a lot on this side here to make sure that the fit is really good. And this is the original boot lid, and even though it looks like it's in good shape, there's some problems in the corners here and some rust all around the inner edge, which will be very difficult to replace. If we flip it over and look on the inside, we can see a lot of problems here. So there's problems all along the edge, and it's been covered with some rubberized paint here, so there's probably more problems underneath this area. So this is the new boot lid, and one thing that's clearly missing is the holes for the badge. So we will copy the positions of the original holes and transfer them onto the new boot lid. So to transfer the holes, I made a paper template that goes all around the edge of the lid, and then I just use the hole punch to mark the holes in their respective positions. So like this, we'll have an exact copy of where the badge should be. So after transferring the marks through the template, I'm just going to verify with the measurements as for the original deck lid. So here we see 39.5 centimeters from the top of the edge, which matches the one on the original boot lid. So here I drilled the holes for the badge, so the next part is to try the badge in place. So luckily the pattern panel has these holes at the bottom. These are to pass the clips through, and they need to be located near close to the pin. So as you can see, we got them pretty close. There's some extra holes for different models, so we'll see, maybe I plug these holes up later. And here we tried the badge in its place. After drilling the holes for the badges, we're trying the trunk lid in place. So it fits quite well overall, except for this gap over here. So compared to the other one, it's around 1 time wider. So we're going to see how we're going to make the gap narrower. We're probably going to fold over this corner just to make the space closer. Repair on this edge, we noticed that the spot welds were holding the inner skin and the outer skin together, so we just drilled them out so we can modify the corner further out. Leaving them welded together will be really difficult, and it will prove a bend on the top of the panel, so we want to avoid that. So after shaping the edge, we're going to re-weld the panels together. This will strengthen the panel. We added some aluminum and copper pieces, so these will absorb the heat and keep the edges nice and firm together. As we're carrying on with these odds and ends, we're going to fix this edge here. So this is the edge where the trunk lid closes, and over time it got eroded here and it's quite damaged badly. So there's a couple of spots that we're going to fix. There's this one. And some pitting here where the metal is really thin. So here we started tacking the repair panel in place. We just folded a little corner here to give the panel more strength. If it was a flat piece, it would warp a lot more. A tip when welding on the edge of a panel. So here there was just some metal missing, which wasn't worth cutting and replacing the whole thing. So what we did is we used a bar of copper to support the weld at the back and just build the welds as we go. So this way the back will be flat and there will have some support for the welds to build on top of each other. After that we're just going to clean everything with a grinder.